Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, and I'm here to do a twin flame love message. So let's see, we have the gratitude deck and we have the psychic tarot deck. So let's see what we got for messages. I'm gonna pull messages for the journey from the psychic tarot deck. Love this deck. This is one that I use like almost every day. So, ooh, that one just flipped right out. Any other messages, Holy Spirit, angels, and guides for this twin flame love read? Any other messages? Okay, we got, let's see what else. All right. And that one wants to come out, and that one too. So at the bottom of the deck, we have victory and success, and number 6. So this is saying that you and your person will have or currently are having that victory and success every step you take forward. Even, following your guidance, even if it's, sitting in stillness, that's guidance for you, that, you are receiving victory and you are receiving that success in your connection. So he is looking a little bit like the Fool on the edge of the cliff, ready to jump. So anything could happen, I feel, with this card. And this is home, service, family. So, I feel that in the horn, he's blowing the horn of judgment, meaning, this is awakening other people to what's real and what's illusion, what's false evidence appearing real. So, it's awakening other people through your lessons learned and through your life path. So really beautiful for overall message. So celebrate. And then we have a lot of messages that came out. So 9, first card out, the ending of cycles and wish fulfillment coming in. This is, showing that flow, being in the flow, easily allowing yourself to let any emotion that comes up, let it flow through you, and not getting hooked in any old script, any old patterns, just letting it flow right through you and staying in your connectedness with spirit, with your higher self. Again, this represents stability. Here he is on a branch, on one petal, and, completely stable. And this is also representing healing, and abundance for you and your person. This is a 9, yeah. So endings, new beginnings happening within your connection. Some exciting, going to, how do I want to say this? Experiencing things that you've never experienced with other relationships is what I want to say. And this is just, I don't know, it keeps calling me to say this. This is reminding me of a peach. So if anybody out there has an association with peaches, or grows peaches or likes peaches, I'm just seeing this as a peach, like your person thinking, oh, she's a real sweet peach, she is the real deal. She is mine. She is the one that is for me. And then we have patience coming out, and this is, again, emphasizing that this part of the journey, I'm seeing the loop, crossing over the infinity loop there. This is having patience with this part of the journey. You may be ready to march forward and, to move forward, and you're moving forward toward, what you're being guided to do. But it's having patience with the victory and success, with the wish fulfillment, because it is coming. And this is the divine telling you, just have a little bit more patience. It's on its way. We're working behind the scenes, and this is what God puts together. No man shall separate. And this is a number 5. There's that change, that equal balance coming in within your connection. So be patient for it. And, you know, I feel like this is also that heart energy expansion that's happening. And then we have the, oh, I was going to say the throat. It's the third eye. So third eye chakra opening. This is a number 6, another 6. We have 6 on the cards. Another 6 of home, service, family. So you may be getting some visions. You may be sharing visions with your person. I've had that happen. So, but you may, this is home, service, family. You may be getting visions through your third eye of what's coming, of your purpose with your person. There may be some wisdom that is being passed to you while you connect inside. So I feel like this is the third eye opening wider. So if you feel that pressure in your head right here, that's probably why. It's the opening wider of the third eye, with some wisdom knowledge coming through about your connection. I'm also feeling this expansion energy too. So that's why I say I think it's opening wider. So you may be getting more visions than you have in the past. And then we have fertility. This is the Empress. So again, we have those loops. And, I feel like this is, it's showing of your power, but it's also showing of your protection as you go forward. And this is showing the independence in your what you're getting, trusting your gifts wholly and holy, that they're holy, trusting your gifts, trusting your heart. And again, this is the balance. This is what I'm seeing is the balance between the head and the heart for you and your person that's coming in. So you may be experiencing this, and your person is starting to experience this because you both have that divine feminine energy. And this is a 3. So opening up to that expansion of creativity, abundance, imagination, also, coming from the third eye. So you may be experiencing that, the connecting of the head and the heart. And you may be seeing that with your person as well. You may be getting signs of that through music, through different, modes, through birds, through different signs. And then we have heartache and loss. Yeah, I feel like, they're feeling on their own journey. And, you may be picking up on this. They're feeling this, another 33, that, no worries, because Jesus, that's the master number for Jesus. Jesus is with you, protecting you, guiding you. They may be feeling heartbroken on their own journey, looking at the choices that they've made and, coming into consequences of those choices. And so you may be feeling this. You may be feeling that heart awakening. You may be feeling the pangs in your own heart. Of course, if it's something you think is doctor worthy, have it checked out. But this is definitely showing that the heart is being worked on, that there's that expansion, like we said in this card, that there's a heart healing happening and connection of the head and the heart. The head may say one thing, but you can't ignore the heart anymore. That's what's being said here. There's no ignoring the heart. And then we have balance. Yeah, that's what I've been talking about, is the balance coming in within the connection. So that's that equal give and take. That is, the balance between the head and the heart, connecting, the upper realm with the lower, with the heart and the soul. So getting clear messages, signs, and synchronicities, and, balance and alignment coming in for you and your person within the chakras, within yourselves, and within each other. And it shows all of the, I don't know if you can see this, all the elements are present for you to come together into balance, and create that equal give and take, within that reciprocity, within your connection. And that's where you're going. If you're not in that spot yet, that is the ultimate goal for you and your person. So as you continue to work on your spiritual growth, healing yourself, that's what's coming. So super duper. And then we have hope. Yeah, there is so much to be grateful for, to be thankful for. And, we can bring hope in by focusing on gratitude, by focusing on the beautiful, the simple things in life. I put a video out yesterday of, me driving down to this beach, and it's just such a beautiful drive. I used to walk it in the winter, and it was so gorgeous with the snow on the trees and everything. And now that it's summer, it's even with the greens, it's just beautiful. And it's like, Spirit saying, look at, look at the simple things in your life and be grateful for them. That you got up, you woke up this morning, you had a good breakfast, or you're going to have a good lunch, that you have a roof over your head, that, you have support from Spirit, you have guidance that you can lean on. This is the healing and wish fulfillment card. So we got 2 wish fulfillment cards. Wow. So let's see, what is the message from your person? What is the message today from them? Because we talk about gratitude. Wow. So they're saying use your tools. This is the number 54, which equals 9, the ending of cycles. So this is use your tools. It might be crystals. It might be movement. She's moving on her feet. It may be walking out in nature. It may be breath work. It may be practicing focusing in the present moment. It might be music to uplift you. Look at using your tools to help uplift you and keep you positive and hopeful on this journey, because that's what helps to manifest what you really want, the life that you really love, you and your person in that bond, where it ain't going nowhere. It's, put together by God. Namaste.